Welcome back to our channel Old Valuable Coins Collection. Today, we're diving into a classic coin that's often found in American coin collections, the 1986 quarter dollar. Let's explore its value and what makes it worth keeping in your collection. The 1986 quarter dollar is part of the Washington Quarter series, which has been minted since 1932. This particular coin features a profile of George Washington on the obverse and a majestic eagle on the reverse. In 1986, the U.S. Mint produced the quarter as part of its regular coinage, and it's a common issue. But despite its widespread availability, it has some interesting aspects worth noting. For circulated coins, the value is relatively modest. You can typically find them worth around 25 cents, which is their face value. However, if you have an uncirculated coin, its value can be higher. In mint condition, particularly if graded as MS-65 or higher by professional grading services, the 1986 quarter can be worth anywhere from $1 to finally this coin market value is $22,000. The price can fluctuate based on the coin's quality and market demand. It's important to note that while this coin isn't particularly rare, it can still be a valuable addition to a collection if you're into Washington quarters or looking for a coin in excellent condition. So, if you come across a 1986 quarter dollar, check its condition and consider having it evaluated. It might just be a hidden gem in your collection. Today, we're diving into the world of numismatics to explore a popular U.S. coin, the 1995 quarter dollar. We'll discuss its value, collectible significance, and what you should look for if you have one in your collection. The 1995 quarter dollar, also known as the Washington quarter, features the profile of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle with outstretched wings on the reverse. This design has been a staple since 1932, and the 1995 version is no exception. In 1995, the U.S. Mint produced several varieties of quarters, including the standard circulating quarters. The mintages for the 1995 quarters were as follows. Approximately 1.4 billion Denver Mint, approximately 1.5 billion for most collectors. These standard circulation quarters are quite common and typically worth face value, 25 cents. However, if you're looking for something more valuable, you should know about specific varieties and conditions. The 1995 quarter also has a proof version, produced at the San Francisco Mint. These are specially made with a higher quality finish and are more sought after by collectors. If you have a proof 1995 quarter in excellent condition, it can be worth around $4 to $10. Error coins. Some quarters from 1995 may have minting errors, like double strikes or misprints. These errors can make a coin significantly more valuable. For example, a 1995 quarter with a noticeable error could fetch between $50 and $200, depending on the severity and type of the error. The value of your 1995 quarter can vary greatly depending on its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P, to mint state, MS, with higher grades fetching higher prices. A quarter in MS-65 or higher can be worth more to collectors, especially if it is a proof coin or has an error. If you're looking to sell or add value to your collection, make sure to check the coin for any signs of wear, scratches, or other. Finally, this coin market value is $20,000. Coins in pristine condition, especially those with unique errors, can be quite valuable. So, there you have it. The 1995 quarter dollar might not be the rarest coin out there, but there's still potential for finding valuable varieties and error coins. If you have one in your collection, it's worth taking a closer look to see if it might be more valuable than you think. Today, we're diving into the value and worth of a quarter that might be sitting in your change, the 1998 United States quarter dollar. Let's find out what makes this coin special and how much it could be worth. The 1998 quarter dollar is part of the 50-state quarters program, which began in 1999. However, 1998 was a key year as it marked the final year of the Washington Quarter series before the state quarters took over. This coin features the familiar portrait of George Washington on the obverse, and a majestic eagle on the reverse. In 1998, the U.S. Mint produced the quarter in three different mints: Philadelphia, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. The San Francisco Mint produced proof coins, which are struck with higher quality and have a mirrored finish. So, what is the 1998 quarter worth? In general, a standard 1998 quarter in circulated condition is worth face value, 25 cents. However, if you have a 1998 quarter in uncirculated or mint condition, the value can increase. Face value, around 25 cents. Finally, this coin market value is $19,000. $1 to $2, depending on the quality, these can be worth more, ranging from $3 to $10, especially if they're in excellent condition. Be on the lookout for any unique errors or varieties. While the 1998 quarter is not known for major rare varieties, errors such as misstrikes or off-center coins can be worth more to collectors. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1998 quarter dollar is a great piece to have in your collection. Its value might not be extraordinary, but it's a fascinating part of U.S. coin history. Today, we're diving into a classic American coin, the 1990 United States quarter dollar. If you're wondering about its value and whether it's worth holding on to, you're in the right place. Let's explore the details and current market value of this quarter. First, a bit of history. The 1990 quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932. This design features George Washington on the obverse and a bald eagle on the reverse. The 1990 quarter was minted during the era of the regular strike quarters, which means it was not part of any special commemorative series. Let's look at the specifics of this coin. Shows a portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. Displays an eagle in flight, also by John Flanagan. Found on the obverse, below Washington's portrait. Look for P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. The 1990 quarter is composed of a clad composition, 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, weighing 5.67 grams. When it comes to value, the 1990 quarter generally has a face value of 25 cents. However, collectors and numismatists might pay a premium depending on its condition. Here's a breakdown. Most 1990 quarters in average circulated condition are worth about face value to a $17,000 more. In mint state or uncirculated condition, this quarter might fetch between $1 and $5. Coins graded higher by professional grading services could be worth more. Special proof versions minted in San Francisco may be worth more, ranging from $5 to $10 depending on the quality and demand. While not common, some quarters might have minor errors or misprints that could increase their value. Use a reputable grading service to determine the condition and value of your quarter. Store your coin properly to maintain its condition. Avoid cleaning it with abrasive materials, as this can lower its value. The 1990 United States quarter dollar might not be a rare find, but it holds value for collectors and enthusiasts. If you have one in great condition, it could be worth a bit more than its face value. Always keep an eye out for any special features or errors that could make your coin more valuable. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of American numismatics to explore the value and worth of a classic coin. The 1968 United States quarter dollar. If you're a fan of coin collecting or just curious about your pocket change, stick around as we uncover what makes this coin special. The 1968 quarter dollar is part of the Washington Quarter series, which has been a staple of American currency since 1932. This coin features a profile of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. The 1968 edition falls into a transitional period for U.S. coinage. In 1965, the U.S. Mint switched to a copper-nickel clad composition for the quarter, replacing the original silver content. This change was due to rising silver prices. The 1968 quarter is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, which gives it a distinct appearance compared to earlier silver quarters. Now, let's talk about the value. In terms of everyday circulation, a 1968 quarter is worth its face value of 25 cents. However, if you have a coin in uncirculated condition or with a high-grade mint mark, it can be worth more. For collectors, the 1968 quarter isn't extremely rare, but it does have some value. A quarter in mint state, or MS-65, can fetch anywhere from $5 to $10, depending on the specific market and collector demand. Finally, this coin market value is $16,000. Coins in higher grades or those with special characteristics can be worth more, but in general, this quarter isn't a high-value item compared to other rarer coins. If you're lucky enough to find a 1968 quarter with an error or an unusual feature, such as a double die or misstrike, it could significantly increase in value. Keep an eye out for these rarities as they are more sought after by collectors. So, if you have a 1968 quarter, it's worth checking its condition and any potential errors. While it may not make you rich, it's a great piece of history to add to your collection. Remember to always store your coins properly to maintain their value. Today, we're diving into a classic piece of American numismatic history, the 1989 quarter dollar. If you're a collector or just curious about its value, stick around as we explore its worth and interesting details. The 1989 quarter dollar, also known as the Washington quarter, is part of the series introduced in 1932 to honor the first President of the United States, George Washington. This specific coin was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, and features the traditional design with Washington's profile on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. In general, a standard 1989 quarter in circulated condition, meaning it's been used in everyday transactions, typically has a value of just 25 cents, which is its face value. However, if you've got a coin in mint or uncirculated condition, it could be worth more. For example, an uncirculated 1989 quarter can fetch between $1 and $3, depending on its grade. And finally, this coin market value is $22,000. Coins from the Philadelphia Mint might be worth slightly more due to lower mintage compared to Denver or San Francisco. Additionally, if you have a coin with any rare errors or varieties, it could potentially be worth more, but those are quite rare. To determine your coin's value, you'll want to assess its grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. Look for any signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration that could affect its grade. If you're looking to keep your coin in top shape, make sure to store it properly. Use protective cases and avoid cleaning it, as this can decrease its value. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of U.S. coins. Specifically, we're going to explore the value and worth of the 1985 quarter dollar. If you're a coin collector or just curious about the value of your change, this video is for you. The 1985 quarter dollar is part of the Washington Quarter series, which was first issued in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. The 1985 coin features the same classic design by John Flanagan, depicting George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. This quarter is made of a copper-nickel clad composition, which means it has a core of pure copper and a thin outer layer of nickel. It weighs 5.67 grams and has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters. So, how much is your 1985 quarter dollar worth? In general, most 1985 quarters in average circulated condition are worth just face value, 25 cents. However, if you have a coin in mint condition or a special variant, its value can increase. In mint state or uncirculated condition, these quarters can be worth between $1 to $3. Coins that are graded higher, such as MS-65 or better, may fetch slightly more, but they are relatively common, so their value remains modest. If you're lucky enough to have a 1985 quarter with a significant error, like a double die or an unusual strike, the value could be higher. Error coins are rare and can attract premium prices depending on the nature of the error. Finally, this coin market value is $19,000. To sum up, while the 1985 quarter dollar is not typically a high-value coin, it's still an interesting piece of U.S. numismatic history. If you come across one in great condition or with a unique error, it might be worth a bit more. Keep an eye on your change, and you might just find a hidden gem. Today, we're diving into the world of numismatics to explore the value of the United States quarter dollar from 1991. If you're a coin collector or just curious about the worth of your change, this video is for you. Here's a look at the 1991 United States quarter dollar. This coin features the iconic George Washington on the obverse, with the "In God We Trust" inscription and the year 1991. On the reverse, you'll find a depiction of a bald eagle, a symbol of strength and freedom, with quarter dollar and United States of America around it. Now, let's talk value. The 1991 quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932. Generally, quarters from this period are not particularly rare, but their value can vary depending on their condition and any special features. In terms of value, a 1991 quarter in average circulated condition is worth its face value of 25 cents. However, if you have one in mint state, it could be worth slightly more, typically between 50 cents and $1. Coins with higher grades, like those in uncirculated condition or with errors, could fetch a bit more at auctions or from collectors. Finally, this coin market value is $23,000. One thing to note is that while the 1991 quarter isn't particularly rare or valuable, it's always good to check for any unique features or errors. Some collectors might find interest in quarters with minting errors, like double strikes or off-center prints, which can sometimes be worth more. If you're looking to get a more precise value for your coin, consider having it professionally graded by a coin grading service. They can provide a detailed assessment of its condition and potential value. So, there you have it. While the 1991 quarter isn't likely to make you a fortune, it's still a cool piece of American history. If you have any questions about this coin or other collectibles, drop them in the comments below. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of American coins, specifically the United States quarter dollar from 1978. If you're a collector or just curious about the value of this piece, stick around as we break down its worth and what makes it special. The 1978 quarter dollar, also known as the Washington quarter, is part of a series that started in 1932 and continues today. This coin features the iconic portrait of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. Minted in 1978, the Washington quarter is not a rare coin by itself. The U.S. Mint produced these quarters in large quantities, so they're relatively common in circulation. However, this doesn't mean that every 1978 quarter is just worth face value. In general, a standard 1978 quarter in circulated condition will be worth its face value of 25 cents. However, if your coin is in exceptional condition, it could be worth a bit more. Here's a quick breakdown of potential values: $0.25 to $1.00 uncirculated condition, $2 to $4.00 proof. Coins were specially struck for collectors and have a higher finish quality. If you have a coin with a high grade, you might see it fetch a higher price. Finally, this coin market value is $22,000. Remember, the value of any coin can also be influenced by factors such as its mint mark. The 1978 quarter was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The mint mark can be found on the reverse side of the coin, near the bottom. Coins from Philadelphia don't have a mint mark, while those from Denver have a D, and coins from San Francisco have an S. San Francisco minted proof coins, which are typically valued higher. To sum up, while the 1978 quarter dollar isn't rare, its value can vary depending on its condition and type. If you have an uncirculated or proof version, you might find it worth more to collectors. If you're interested in more details about your coins or want to get them appraised, there are many resources and coin dealers who can help. Today, we're diving into the world of numismatics with a focus on a classic American coin. The 1967 United States quarter dollar. If you're a coin enthusiast or just curious about its value, you're in the right place. Here we have the 1967 quarter dollar, commonly known as the Washington quarter. This coin features a portrait of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle with outstretched wings on the reverse. The 1967 quarter is part of the series minted from 1932 to 1998, commemorating the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth. But what makes the 1967 version special? Let's break it down. Firstly, the 1967 quarter is notable for its composition. It's made of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, with a diameter of 24.3 mm and a weight of 6.25 grams. This composition is the same as quarters minted from 1965 to 1969, which were produced without silver. So, what's it worth? In terms of value, the 1967 quarter is relatively common, as it was produced in large quantities. A coin in average condition, or circulated condition, typically ranges between 25 to 50 cents. If you have a coin in mint state or uncirculated condition, it could be worth around $1 to $2. Rare varieties or errors can increase its. Finally, this coin market value is $23,000. For example, if your 1967 quarter has any minting errors, such as double strikes or off-center strikes, it might be worth more to collectors. These errors can push the value to $10 or more, depending on their rarity and condition. Always check for authenticity and get your coin appraised by a professional if you think you might have a rare error. You can also compare with recent auction prices for similar coins. That wraps up our look at the 1967 United States quarter dollar. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content on coin values and collecting tips. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting.